My name is Qinyi Zhang. I'm a senior designer in Studio Paola Viganò. So Studio Paola Viganò is based in Milan and Brussels, and it was founded in 2015 by Paola Viganò, which continues the long experience of Studio Bernardo Secchi and Paola Viganò, started in 1990. So Studio deals with urban projects and territorial visions, landscape, public space, architecture, in different European and international contexts, but also in different scales. The combination of the professional activity being a designer and also the research characterize the studio. We do very fine descriptions and explorations of the future, which feed our design research, this kind of research will contribute to the redefinition of the role of projects in our contemporary society. Transit-oriented development has been a very important concept in today's urbanization in Europe and all over the world. As a more, let's say, compact and more sustainable way than the very diffuse urbanization in the urban-rural area. Or in the contemporary urban environment in general. In our practice and research, we see this TOD as a very powerful tool, but also with many limits. It does not address the future of the vast territory where an intense mixture of urban and rural is constructed through a long history. If we concentrate all the population nodes, we risk to lose the fertile soil, which is maintained by the intense labor agriculture. We will also have to abandon the immense infrastructure and buildings, which is a result of a great investment of embodied energy. And we will also have to confront with many social problems related to the way of life and the livability in general. We are currently working on the Over the Ring project in Antwerp in the joint venture with Mark and Sueco Belgium, where a new landscape and public space are to be constructed on the capping of the highway tunnel within the city. So here you see the question about not only the concept, but the spatial expression and organization of the concept. So the challenge lies in the creation of a techno nature, a large-scale hybridity of the nature and artificial space for both human and non-human communities. So the project involves a large amount of actors and stakeholders, especially in such a, let's say, horizontally organized power structure in Belgium. So it involves the city, the province, the port, the Flemish waterway, the mobility authority, the citizens, and especially the citizen movement Ringland, which has been engaged in such a process for decades. So, of course, the designer cannot design it alone, and we have not only adapted our way of, let's say, design into an extremely interdisciplinary fashion, but also we have attempted to include participation in this interdisciplinary process. We also see the challenge of this TOD in specific spaces, not just as concept. So our office also works with mobility spaces in the scale of urban design and landscape design. Together with Sueco Belgium in the city of Tournai, we're constructing the public space around the train station, and the challenge is how to design a space which is dominated by different functions and mobility into inclusive public space connecting the station and the rest of the city. The situation is radically open, and we as designers and researchers have to be open and be prepared for different futures and study different scenarios of the future. In our participation as a co-creator of the sub-venue of Yantian in the last Shenzhen Biennale of Urbanism and Architecture, 2019 and 2020, we participated in the discussion of urban interactions, the theme of the Biennale. where we discuss the relation of digitization and the space, which can play a fundamental role in the future of urban-rural territories. So with all these complexities and new, let's say, conditions, we have to keep open and we need to keep on our exploration.